Hello everybody, once again this is Derek, it's good to see you. First off, I just want to thank you all so much for the staggering response I got from the molar video. I was not expecting that whatsoever. Got so many emails and responses, just made me feel really good about what I did. So I hope you learned something, and in this next video we're going to do some more things. I got a lot of questions regarding some more of the specifics involving the molar technique. I want to address those pretty quickly. And then for the meat of the video, what I want to do is talk about what I call the OC, not the show, the open close that Jojo Meyer does and that Buddy Rich used to do all the time with his left hand. So, but first, a big question I got was about the elbow and the upper arm involving the molar technique. The question basically was, when you get down into faster tempos, and what happens to the arm in the big whip motion that we discuss so much? Well, basically, the easiest answer to that question is, if you don't need it, don't use it. And even though I am going down here, you can still see a bit of arm motion. There is always a whip happening. There is no... You know, it's not just a wrist thing. There has to be that pumping motion in order to get those extra rebounds. And again, with the left hand, it becomes this outward thing, and instead of that, it becomes this. Which, if I do this and I bring the volume down on it, see how it just naturally becomes the outward motion. So in a sense, the elbow and the arms are still used, but just to a very tiny degree. And again, if you don't need that much movement, then don't use it. Now, second question was involving the speed of rebound. How do I control the speed of my rebound? Basically, rebound is and always was, as far as I'm concerned, determined by the fulcrum. Rebound is, in its purest sense, bounce. Okay? If we're using our fingers as such, then it's theoretically not rebound. We're just causing more strokes. So when I'm up here and I'm doing very slow molar, I'm very relaxed on the fulcrum, extremely relaxed. That allows the fullest amount of rebound. Now when I want to get down here, I need to tighten up a little bit to get a little bit faster rebound. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start slowly, and then I'm going to speed the tempo up. And what I want you to try and do is, if you can, pay attention to the amount of squeeze I'm putting on the fulcrum. I'll try and get an angle where you can see it better. So slowly to fast, it looks like this. See very little pressure on the fulcrum. Now I'm going to speed it up, and you're going to notice my hands start to squeeze. Okay? Now I'm going to come back out of it. I'm going to watch it relax. Okay, so did you notice the difference? Same thing over here with the left hand. When I'm going huge, my hand's almost wide open. Okay, but as I speed up, I need to put more pressure on the fulcrum to get faster rebound. And I'll slow it down again, and you can easily see my hand opening up and loosening up on the grip of the fulcrum. Okay, so simply put, big rebound, loose fulcrum. Okay, faster rebound, a little bit tighter on the fulcrum. Okay, now another question real quick is matched grip. Everything that happens with traditional grip happens with matched. Okay, everything that happens over here happens over here, and everything is practiced the same way, putting them together, separating them. Okay, I don't play matched grip, so I'm not good at it. I've been playing trad all my life, so I can't really demonstrate it, but what I can say is that whatever happens for the right hand happens for the left, and that's about as far as it goes. Okay? But now let's get into the meat and potatoes. Okay, Jojo Meyer open close with the right hand. How I'm going to do this is I'm going to show you both techniques from this far away angle and show you the hand motions and what I'm doing, okay? And then I'm going to bring the camera in directly on my hands in the pad so you can see exactly what my hands and my fingers are doing, all right? So, Jojo Meyer, very loosely based on the free stroke, which we remember is not stopping the stick, letting it come back. So just practice your free strokes a little bit and let the sticks come back. Now, to achieve this open-close effect, when I let the stick come back up in the free stroke, my hand is not going to follow it as it normally would, like that. Normally my hand would follow it up to allow me to continue doing free strokes. Okay, but what I'm going to do now is leave it in a downward position. Watch. Okay, see the stick came back up, but my hand did not. Okay, that's the first step. And then, to get my second hit, all I have to do is close my fingers. Watch. That's all there is to it. So, open and close. And you'll notice that when I close my fingers from the down position, you'll see my wrist come up. That's the preparation for the next free stroke. So, very slowly, down, up, down, up. There's many different ways to think of it. You can think of push, pull, open, close, down, up, any other way you can think of it, but the motion remains the same. Throw it down, stick comes up, your wrist does not. Then your fingers close on the stick, boom, getting your second hit. Okay, so slowly it looks like this. Okay, that's that. We'll pull the camera in and I'll show you a little bit more on that. But now, the Buddy Rich thing, which is almost the exact same thing. A lot of people thought that he was doing something really crazy with his fingers, you know, maybe up on top or something to allow him to achieve this incredible speed with this one-handed roll with his left hand, but it's not nearly that difficult. Plainly simple, drop it and catch it. Okay? So I'm going to drop it and let it rebound once, and after the second rebound, I catch. Watch. Okay? It's kind of quiet just because I'm dropping it. You can see my hand opening up as I drop, and then after that second rebound, I catch it. Okay? And then once you get comfortable doing that, remember with the Moeller technique, we just turned it into a continuous thing instead of separating it with rests. That's what we're going to do right now. It's just open, close, open, close. Not very warmed up. But you get the idea on how that works. Open, close, open, close. So, and from over here, it's just drop, rebound, and catch. Okay? Drop, rebound, catch. Okay, now I'm going to bring the camera in so you can really see what my fingers are doing with both the right hand Jojo Meyer one and the left hand Buddy Rich one, alright? Hello, here we are. Nice and up close and personal. We're going to be talking about the Jojo Meyer right hand open close technique. I'm going to do it without the stick first so you can really see what my hand muscles are doing. Remember I said drop a free stroke, okay, and the hand remains in the down position. Then from here, my fingers close and my wrist comes up. So, with the stick, looks like this. I drop the stick comes back up, but my hand does not. And then from here, I close my fingers. Pow! And that's how I get my second hit. The wrist comes up for the next stroke. Open, close. Open, close. Drop, squeeze. And that's really all there is to it. Okay, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to start slow and build up speed and come back. And what I want you to do is watch my fingers and my hands, and you'll notice that even though I am going faster and the motion itself is not as big and exaggerated, it's a much smaller motion, the actual motion itself is identical. It does not change. So just watch my hands and my fingers. Open, close, open, close. Now I'm going to speed up. Notice how the motion of my wrist and my fingers does not change a single bit. It's just a drop, close, open, close. And remember to stay nice and relaxed. If you try to do it too tensely, you're just going to hurt yourself. So nice and loose. Let the stick, again, let the stick do the rebound. Let the stick do a lot of the work for you. All you're doing is dropping it and then closing your fingers to get that second hit. Okay, that's the JoJo Meyer. Now I'm going to switch around and we're going to talk about the Buddy Rich. Same thing, open, close. Okay, now we're over on the left side and we're going to be talking about the Buddy Rich open, close. But before I do that, if you play match grip and you want to do the JoJo Meyer, it's the same thing. Whatever applies for the right hand applies for the left. Okay, so over to Buddy Rich. Everybody saw him do this magical one-handed roll that was just whatever. And I don't remember exactly what video that it's most visible on. It's one of the videos he did with his band back in the 70s, I believe. And it was during his drum solo, obviously, and just floored every drummer who saw it. And it became known as the one-handed roll. And again, same with the Moeller technique and the JoJo Meyer. It's really not as difficult as it looks. It just takes a little bit of practice to get the motions down. And I'm going to do that right now. So, the first motion is a drop, and a rebound, and a catch. Notice how I caught it after the second rebound. Try and slow it down as much as I can. I'm barely even holding on to it, just enough to keep it in my hand from falling out. And there's none of this weird Moeller kind of stuff. It's just a drop, rebound, close. That's all there is to it. You want to make sure that both notes are nice and even. You don't want to get, or the opposite. Make sure they're nice and even. Pop, 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 pop. And as we do with all things, once we become comfortable with the motion, make it continuous. There's no magic tricks, no nothing. It's just a drop, rebound, and a catch. Now, to get faster speed, there is a little tiny bit of a trick to do it. Remember how earlier we talked about speed of rebound and how that depends on the fulcrum. And that does apply a little bit here. With a very loose fulcrum, I can only go so fast. Okay? And obviously in traditional grip, the thumb and this part of my pointer finger creates the fulcrum. So in order to get a faster tempo, I do need to squeeze a tiny bit more in that area to get a little bit more speed. So as I speed up, see if you can notice the small difference in how much I'm squeezing. See me squeezing a little tighter now? Now when I loosen up, hardly squeezing at all. Okay, now I hope that works for you. I hope you can work on that and practice it a little bit and have some fun with it. Another thing I'd like to do is kind of add on to that a little bit. I saw a video with Johnny Rabb doing something he called the 3-bomb. And what that is, what he did was he took the Jojo Meyer open close, and on the free stroke he added a rebound and then caught it. So instead of open close, it became open rebound close. Okay, so instead of open close open close open close, it became. So the hand motion is the same, I'm just adding a rebound stroke in the middle. And the same thing can actually be done, yes, with the left hand. If we're just dropping and closing, why can't we just add another rebound in the middle? Looks very similar to the molar, doesn't it? So, take that home, chew on it, it's good for you. Remember some of the things we talked about with the molar technique, Jojo Meyer open close, left hand, Buddy Rich. None of these techniques are nearly as difficult as a lot of people make them out to be. Keep that in mind. You can do it. It just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of practice to teach your hands and your fingers how to do these specific motions in order to pull these techniques off. For my next video, what I'd like to do is actually take some requests from you guys. From the amazing amount of emails and responses I got, send me some ideas of what you'd like to see. And if I can do it, I will do my best to pull it off. But I do know that in the next video I am going to talk a little bit about my foot technique on the drum set. I do a lot of double strokes with my feet, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit. So, you got some homework to do. Alright, go ahead and practice, have some fun, make it musical. Remember, we talked about that last time. Make it musical, and above all, have a good time. I'm Derek. We'll see you next time. Bye.